life or a 5-minute presentation.
Yes.
Some dictionary, not important which one, defines bluffing as to deter or frighten by pretense or show of force. I define bluffing as convincing someone, any of you, that something, whatever it is possible. Bluffing is not lying. It's not, it really isn't. You can't lie a whole lot. It's also not going into a situation unprepared. If I were to walk up here and not know a thing about bluffing, none of you would believe me. Know something, although you can't put it off until the last minute. There are 2 hard rules to bluffing. One of them is that you need confidence wherever you can get it. I happen to get confidence from getting a pedicure, getting laid, or wearing some really sexy panties. I'm wearing the burgundy ones for this. Can you see why I left that intentionally? They're very comfortable though, by the way. The other hard and fast rule is that you cannot lie. When we lie, we get in over our heads. It means that we don't know what we're talking about. If you lie too much, you could wind up lying to billions of people, getting us involved in a war that we don't need to be in the first place, and we really don't need that to happen. Again. So you need to learn to lead the conversation. When all else fails, you just need to talk about something that you know about. If you're leading the conversation, it's something that you're comfortable with. Other people are going to feel comfortable, and they're going to believe what you're telling them, hopefully. When you can't lead the conversation, you need to ask good questions, intelligent questions, or just a question that someone's going to want to answer, because people like to be right, and they like to know things just as much as you do. It also gives you a chance to learn more about the person you're trying to bluff, and that's important. If they say something that you don't know, admit it. But not all of it, just admit enough to make them feel comfortable, and then you can learn more. You don't have to know everything unless it's your job to know something. Also know who you can count on. When I switched over to WordPress a couple months ago, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing, and so I asked my Twitter friends, and asked the people I met at WordCamp, and I got through it. I bluffed my way through the entire thing. I had no idea what was going on. I looked to my community. When I did this presentation, I looked to the community as well. I asked my parents, I asked my husband, I asked my friends and family what to put on these slides. I had no idea. This would be very bland right now if it weren't for Flickr and my friends on Flickr. And Mark Coleman. Hi, Mark. This is a photo of Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull. Yeah. Cameras were not allowed at this concert, but Mark snuck his camera in a lens in one sock and the camera body in the other sock to get these photographs. Wow. And then when he went to the next concert, he bluffed his way backstage, talked to the manager, showed them the photos, and because of that risk, he got to shoot them for their 25th anniversary. Now I want to ask you to get in the Wayback Machine and think historically. This is George Washington. How many of you know he's our first president? He was the first president, and he didn't have any idea what he was doing because he was the first president. The kings before George Washington, he bluffed his way through and made America what it is, in part. So that we could elect this man, Barack Obama. I'm not going to talk much about him. I'm just going to tell you that my daddy took this picture, and that I actually put the slide in before he was elected, so that was kind of a bluff on my part. When all this I think I can get 20 seconds out of it. 15 seconds out of this slide? I'll just show you. That's my best friend. You should love this map. Always be prepared to have your bluff called. I submitted this presentation late at night. I had no idea what I wanted to present on. And imagine my surprise when I got the email telling me I needed to have my 20 slides ready. Yeah. You always need to know when to stop. With this presentation, I have 5 minutes, I have 20 slides, and then you're rid of me. But in life, you need to find a stopping point. You need to know when enough is enough. It's true in art and politics and life and work and child rearing. And then have an exit strategy. Because this is like my second to last slide. I feel comfortable telling you that I have a very good friend of the audience. He was prepared to pull the fire alarm for me. And if this didn't go well, I was going to have all of my friends screaming from the building, and I could maintain dignity. Last but not least, always remember your manners. When you're bluffing, you want to make people feel good about themselves. And sometimes making someone feel good about themselves is just as simple as saying please and thank you.